Good morning, Isfeld, and welcome to MI3V.
Who thought this was a good idea?
Good morning, Mark Isfeld, and welcome to the first segment of MITV. People have been asking, what makes us better than last season? The main reason being, our sports segment actually does sports. One sec. What? You're joking. Okay. It appears as though our sports segment doesn't exist anymore. I retract my former statement. We now take you to our community correspondent, Brandon Toon, doing a segment on the new Thrifties opening up down the street. Take it away, Brandon.
Thrifties by the Costco is about halfway done now. You may be wondering why to go there instead of Costco. Well, here's some reasons. Well, for one, Costco believes us to be the barbarians of Courtenay, so they have made the great card of Costco. It's meant to keep people like us out. Well, that's just nice. Number two, Thrifties has actually been voted one of the top 10 places to work in all of BC. That's probably something to do with the fact that they give money to students every year. $1,500 in scholarships. Hear that, all you jobless bums? Go get an education. And to wrap up, you should all know that there's a total of 27 stores on the island. That's the largest chain on Vancouver Island, so in case you're looking for some moderately expensive groceries wherever you go, your troubles are over. Brandon out.
Costco and Thrifties, taking your money, one bargain at a time. Thanks, Brandon. We now take you to Rebecca Leet, our health correspondent, doing a segment on first aid.
With newly waxed floors this September, you may find yourself in a predicament where you're going to need first aid. Our first aid room is located right beside the office. We have 4 first aid attendants at Isfeld, our main one being Miss Wanda Fields and Mr. Graham, Miss Nelson and Mr. Graham. We're on our way to go interview Mr. Del Ciega on some incidents he may have seen in the first aid room. How can students around Isfeld learn to do first aid?
How can they learn? Well, first of all, you could take my course, which is the first aid course. And despite anybody's thoughts, it's the most important course in the school. It's not A plus B equals C. It's you might be saving grandma, your cat, because I can also give you some pet first aid, which is pretty cool. That sort of thing where you can get in the school. But also in the community, there is St. John Ambulance. There's also up at the college you can get first aid. You just have to look at the papers and figure out where you want to go. But more importantly, take my class. It rocks.
Okay, and what's like the grossest thing you've ever had to do at first aid at Isfeld?
I'm actually surprised you're asking me that, because there was that time, remember you had the Lauren...
Okay, thank you. So there we have it with all your first aid needs. I'm the health correspondent, Rebecca Leet. Back to you, Thomas.
Thanks, Rebecca. That's almost as embarrassing as that time.
No!
A message for the new grade 8s attending our school. Hi, welcome to Mark Isfeld. Although you may be new here, just remember, if you step out of line, you'll get to see just how spacious our lockers can be. We now take you to Madison Mayhew, our political correspondent, doing a segment on the new principal in our school.
So, we have a new principal. Seems like no one really knows him yet. Probably the best way to get to know him is to analyze him by a secret video. He's eating, and it looks like he's eating pretty politely, and that's good because not eating politely is not good. And it looks like he has pretty good posture, and that commands respect, and that's a principal's way of saying respect me because I'm standing up tall. And like, I'm getting the feeling that he can probably command a room with his voice. He's smiling a little bit, so maybe he's not always serious, and that's fun. Oh, I'm getting some satanic vibes from this one. I don't know, but he seems good. Seems good. I mean, I've heard some stuff about him. I've heard he gets stuff done. He's a doer. And Miss Kirchhoff said that he gave her a pen for her projector on the very first week of school, and that she likes it very, very much. I think this year will be really good, maybe. We'll keep you updated, but I think Mr. Taylor might be a real principal.
We now go to Brooke Henry, our female gossip and pop culture correspondent. Take it away, Brooke.
Hello, my name's Brooke Henry. We're gonna go find out if people know about Celestin. There's been a lot of recent interest in Selena and Justin's romance right now. As you can see in there, everyone's researching the topic, hoping to find out what got wrong. We're here with our friend Tom today. Say hi to the audience, Tom. What do you think about Selena and Justin being on the rocks right now?
What do you mean by on the rocks? Like ice cubes? In their drinks?
Mostly not ice cubes. They're rocky as in their relationship. It's a metaphor.
Right. Metaphors are tough. Well, you know, I never really thought it was gonna work out, personally. They just didn't have the chemistry.
Really?
Yeah.
Many people would say different.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Me, one of them.
You think that they really had the...
They had potential. Am I interrupting something over here?
Just give me a second. I can't believe this. Selena wants to dump Justin. How could she?
Alright, Jasper, what do you think about Celestin being on the rocks right now?
Celeste being on... Is that a new type of drug?
So there you have it. Inside scoop on Celestin. That's Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber's romance on the rocks. If you didn't catch that earlier, see you later.
School photos have been moved to today, so if you haven't already had your photos taken, please go to the bathroom, spruce up, put your makeup on, because you look like crap. We now go to Gemma Goletsky with the weather report. Gemma?
Saddle up, Isfeld, because this week, each and every one of you will be haunted by the ethereal kisses of the sun. That means it's gonna be sunny as heck! Hi, I'm Gemma Blatsky. Some may call me a weatherman, but I'm so much more. I'm a sorcerer, a keeper of the wind chills, a master of the overcast and slight drizzle. I'm like Storm from X-Men, but less hot. I live for the weather. My life revolves around the weather. Every day I wake up and I think about the weather. I have the weather tattooed on my arm. So you sure as hell better believe that I'll die for weather.
Thank you, Gemma. What a shocking segment. We now go to our arts correspondent, Milo Bowman, with a segment on the Grad Fashion Show. Milo?
So, perhaps you wanted to attend a fashion show. Milan, Paris, LA, even Vancouver. Well, those places aren't exactly easy to get to, but fortunately for our school, we are having our very own fashion show, a grad fashion show, here soon, in about a month. I'm here to find more info about this fabulous art event. So, with our grad fashion show coming up, what were some of the past themes that have occurred at our school?
We've had some incredibly diverse themes over the years, from Hollywood, the Oscars, to we had an Oriental theme a couple of years ago. We've had the circus. It's always amazing to see how a little spark of an idea can explode into a fabulous fashion show, as it will this year also.
Wow, that is a lot of different marvelous ideas. What do you think some of the ideas for this year are?
Well, I've got a short list here, and I'll just read off some of them. We've got Storybook, Zombie, International, Multicultural, Masquerade, Broadway, New York, Decades, Through the Decades, Vegas, Greece, apparently. So we've got a lot of great ideas, and there's probably going to be a few more.
So, have you attended one of our fashion shows in the past?
Not at all.
Are you interested in participating in this year's?
Probably not.
Oh, well, by participate, did you think that I meant walking across the runway?
No.
Okay, well, there are many ways you can participate in the fashion show. There's lots of background work that goes on, and lots of planning, and lots of art. So make sure you get involved. Right, Jacob?
All right.
So, grade 10 student, are you looking forward to being in grade 12?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because I want to be in the grad fashion show, but for now I'll have to settle by paying the affordable ticket price to watch the fabulous show.
Aw, thanks.
You're welcome.
You're right. So there you have it, folks. Lots of info about our great fashion show that will be happening in about a month. If you want to get involved, make sure you contact our grad executive, which meetings are on Tuesday, or Mr. Aylward. He knows lots more than I do. Hope you enjoyed it. Back to you, Thomas.
Thank you, Milo. Voting for the grad fashion show starts on the 25th of September. So, if you want to see your classmates dress up in fancy underwear, please go vote in the multipurpose room during TA on the 25th. Thank you. That concludes our first episode of MITV. Next week's stories include grade 8s getting sexier, and that's just great. Thank you for watching, Mark Isfeld. Stay frosty.